Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be drawing Yoshiro and Hanako from the anime Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. I'd like to start off by telling you guys the story about how this drawing came to life. And I was on Instagram and Genshin Impact had shared this piece of fan art. And I liked it, or I thought it looked really nice, so I clicked on it and I checked out the artist, and I saw a butt ton of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun drawings, and they all looked so amazing. Like, I'll show the account here now. There was one drawing in particular that really inspired me, and it was from the Star Festival arc in the manga. And the moment I saw it, I was like, yes, I have to make some more Toilet Bound Hanako-kun fan art. These two drawings in particular really inspired me. First, it's this one. I really liked the glowing stars and like the shooting stars and all that. And then this one, I really like the aspect of Yoshiro and Hanako, just like, I don't know how to explain it, just together looking at the sky, because, you know, I believe Hanako was very into like the moon and stuff, so I found some like original art from, you know, the author of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun that really inspired me. Like this one, I really liked, well, first of all, the colors, and the lanterns really inspired me as well. And then we have this photo as well. And I think I mostly took the color scheme from this because I really liked that like more turquoise in the background with the glowing like orange and yellow, and then the red of the lanterns. I really like that. For Yoshiro's outfit, I took a lot of inspiration from her kimono from the Star Festival, but I didn't want to draw a kimono. I wanted to draw something that was more flowy, so I kind of redesigned it into a dress. But I added those typical like Toilet Bound Hanako-kun flowers to make it, you know, very similar to the kimono. And then I kept her hair the same way, just that I had her little bun or whatever on the other side so that it shows better for us. And then I put some more flowers in her hair. And then for Hanako, I don't really know what to say about his, how I designed his clothes, because I didn't put a lot of effort into it, really. I just wanted it to look a little bit more formal, so I didn't want him to be in his usual outfit, and it feels kind of weird not seeing him with his hat. So once I finished it, I got the idea that like it could have been him like in his human form if he hadn't, you know, died and become a ghost or spirit or whatever he is. But I added the little, I can't remember what they're called. I haven't seen or read Toilet Bound Hanako-kun in a long time, but that little like note thing on his cheek. If I hadn't added that, then it could have been like him, but I added it, so I don't know. I guess it's him in his ghost form, but yeah, I had no continuation to that. So the first thing I did was to plan it out in my sketchbook, and it was really doodly. Like, here's the photo here. And I played around with different like dancing poses, because I imagine them kind of like slow dancing by the moon, not by the moon, but in front of the moon. So I played around with the different poses, and the whole composition of the drawing, like I wanted it to be like in the center of the moon, and yeah, I just planned out what I wanted to add, like the shooting stars and lanterns and stuff like that. So then it was time to move over to the sketch in Procreate, and after that I went in and made kind of like a quick draft of what I wanted it to look like. So I added, it was all pretty much in one layer. I just added all the colors just to get an idea of where I wanted the colors and what colors I wanted to use, because I find it very helpful to plan that all out, and you know, before you actually start on the drawing, in case you want to, you know, so you don't have to change things later. It's just too much of a hassle. So yeah, just to figure out how the colors complement each other. And once I figured out which colors I wanted to use, I cleaned up the sketch a little bit, and then it was time to start the coloring. And I don't really know how to explain what I was doing for the background, because I don't draw a lot of backgrounds. I don't have a lot of experience with that, so I was kind of winging it. But yeah, I used this one brush for at least the grass, and it's a brush that I've downloaded. I have no clue from where, but I know that I haven't spent any money on brushes, so this was a free one. So yeah, this is the brush I was using, Steph's sketch brush. No clue where I got this brush pack from, but yeah, I used that because I wasn't liking the texture of the background. Like I wanted it to feel more, I don't know, natural, I guess. So the more sketchy look for the grass, I think worked really well. And then I used that for the clouds a little bit as well, because I don't know, it looks a little unnatural when everything is like really blended and really smooth, and I was trying to step away from the whole smoothness. So yeah, I even went in a little bit like on the moon, and I added to the lanterns. I think that was the main reason why I used that brush actually. The lanterns were looking like so unnatural. But when I used that little sketching pencil for at least the yellow parts of the lanterns, like I think it changed everything. It made it so much better. So then I started going in with the grass, and yeah, I really did like that brush. I really liked the texture. And then I just colored Yashiro and Hanako like I would color any other drawing, I guess. I didn't add any line art this time because I wanted it to feel very, I guess, painterly. I didn't want it to feel so stiff. And I don't know, I just feel like the line art wouldn't have worked with how I drew the background and everything. So yeah, lineless art. And at the very end of the coloring, I ended up trying to do the same technique that I did for my other Toleban Hanako-kun. If you see this picture up on screen right now, then you can see that I used a lot of, this turquoise color, I guess, and yellow and red. And I just went in and just kind of put them, or just laid them down kind of randomly. And I really liked that. Like, I don't really know why, I just like a little splash of color really made like all the difference in the world in my opinion, so I kind of wanted to do that again. And it doesn't look as good on Hanako here, but I really liked how it turned out in Yashiro. So yeah, maybe I should play around with that a little bit more in the future to try to come up with some technique to just add more colors in my drawings, because I love really colorful drawings. So yeah, I'm looking at the drawing right now, and it's just, I don't know, I just love looking at it because there's something about like the glowing yellow and then the red and then like the dark blue in the background that I just absolutely love. So yeah, I'm really happy with this drawing, and it's, surprisingly enough, it didn't take as long as I thought it would, because for my other Hanako drawing I spent like at least 10 hours on it, but on this drawing I spent 6.5 hours on. So I guess it's because I planned out before I jumped into the drawing how I wanted it to look, so I didn't spend as much time like redrawing things, because like I pretty much went with the first draft of the sketch in Procreate because I'd already planned out the sketch before, and so yeah, that it wasn't as time consuming, which was kind of surprising. I thought I was going to spend like 10 plus hours on this. But yeah, that's all I have time for now, so I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.